All right, this is Sean's video, and we were kind of working on some funk just to get away from the song we've been working on for a while, for a little bit. And so what we learned was a 9 chord, and we started out with an E9, which is going to be our third finger at the 7th fret, barring 3, 2, and 1 strings. And remember what I said about, if you kind of roll over a little bit onto the, I'm exaggerating, but onto the bone there, instead of trying to play it right in the mush, flesh of your finger, and right up behind the fret. That's the most important. Those 3 strings are the most important part we talked about of this chord. And sometimes when you hear funk guitar players play, those are the only 3 strings you hear, and they do a lot of different stuff with them, like the guy we watched. Okay, then the second finger, these 3 are barred. The second finger goes on the 5th string on the same fret, 7th fret. And then this first finger is going to go on the 4th string right behind the fret that all the other fingers are on. So those are all on the 7th fret or whatever. And then this one goes 1 fret behind on the 4th string. This is a closed position chord if we mute that 6th string when we play it in other keys besides E. It sounds good with the not muting the 6th string E, because this one is an E9, so we get there's that little drone in there, right? But if we were going to play like an E flat, we've done something good, right? So we want to go when we played somewhere else, we want to take that second finger and overplay the 5th string this way, so that we kind of kill that string. Just learned 1 chord today. We learned like 20, yeah, whatever. So, all right. So, and then I'm going to play the rhythm. And we talked about, instead of this arm, like, coming for the elbow really hard, I want you to like work, keep that guitar like in the crook of your elbow there, and then I want you to wrist it more, wrist. So what happens, you'll see, it looks kind of like, your arm opens up a little bit, when you play that wrist thing. Because when you play your arm, just your arm, it stays in the same position. When you use your wrist, you'll see the bottom part of your arm every once in a while, like that. See that? You can't see it on the video, but I want you to see it when you're sitting over there. All right? We kind of talked about that. Then I'm going to try it. 1, 2, and I want that to start like this, and then count it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Right, so we can accent on up, we can accent on the down, and we're going to get that short sound from releasing this left hand. We talked about squeeze and release, and we did that with the reggae deal. I think we kind of talked about that's how reggae is played. Right, squeeze and release. So, all right, so that's that one. I just want you to just put that 9 chord on, have fun with it. And then if you make sure that that 6th string is killed when you move it around, like move it down 2 frets, try a D9. And anywhere. Whenever you play somewhere else, you're going to have to mute that 6th string. Okay? Have fun with that. The right hand never stops.